Now I can... And with good news. I was right about Braun and the Gek. If we can find one, we can adapt it to work with the purifiers.
Really would. This is all just so sudden.
Madison, I'm telling you, this is real. I talked to Braun himself. Don't you see? This is what we've been waiting for.
The sooner you find my... Really? Someone managed to procure those here in the wasteland? Impressive. But who out here could have the skill to use them? You're making progress, certainly. But you've got nothing more to learn from me. Get back out there. Standing around all day chit... A circuit neuralizer? Here in the wasteland? How'd they manage to get their grubby hands on one of those? Impressive. You are showing signs of intelligence and resourcefulness. You might turn out useful after all, but you're wasting time talking to me.
Lay a hand on Dr. Zimmer and I'll snap your neck like a chicken bone.
As important to me as ever is. Let's finish it together.
James, we don't have a Gek. I can get a small team together, but we'll need proof that it works before people believe us.
I know, I was thinking about that. The lab at the facility had some old pre-war computers that we scavenged. One of them might be useful.
From the last reports, there's no power at the facility. Even if one of those computers had a database, we couldn't access it.
That's why we're going to head over there right now and get things up and running as best we can.
You know, if anyone else asking me to do this, I'd have them run right out of Rivet City.
You know I wouldn't be here if I didn't think this would really work. It's time, Madison.
Damn you, James. When this is all over, you owe me a drink. I'll get the team together.
Thank you, Madison. It's good to be working with you again. Is everything all right? We need to get back to Project Purity. The computer there is our best chance to locate a Gek. That's my boy. It'll be good to work side by side with you, son.
Did you need something? Some people are in such a...
Don't even think about it.
Maybe you'll be more helpful than your colleague over there. Do you know anything about advanced robotics and artificial intelligence?
We've all already told you we're too busy to help. Now if you... Please, Mr. Zimmer.
That's Doc...
Thought I heard something.
Let's get out of here.
There's more with that?
That's Dr. Zimmer to you, Miss whatever your name is. I'd have thought you barbarians would be more interested in advanced technology.
Insulting me won't get you what you want, Dr. Zimmer. Now, if you'll excuse me, please.
Fine. Have it your way. Hey, good luck with your little project. I can see from the state of things here in the wasteland that you will need it. This is
That's
home.
it. That's
Run
it.
for it!
ain't none of my business.
This is hopeless! This is hopeless!
Here.
Yes?
Good to see you. Did you need something?
We can't accomplish anything until we can get inside. I hate... Be careful.
Hey there.
Some people...
Are you all right? Is it safe? All right, all right.
So you're going to make sure it... I sure hope...
Are you all right? Is it safe? All right. Do what you...
Found you! Around my neck!
Well, here we are again. Project Purity and me. It's been close to 20 years since my last entry, as I left all of this behind to make a life for my son. We've spent that time in Vault 101, tucked away from the rest of the world. It wasn't perfect, but it was safe, and that's all I could have hoped for. Now my son is a grown man, handsome, intelligent, confident, just like his old man. And as hard as it was to admit it, he doesn't need his daddy anymore. So here I am, back where it all began. Project Purity. God, we wanted to change the world. We really thought the waters of life could be a reality. And that's why this is a momentous occasion. Because even after 19 years, I still believe it. Project Purity can and will be operational. This is just the beginning. I spoke with Dr. Lee Madison at Rivet City. It went about as well as I expected. That is to say, she thinks I'm completely mad. How can I blame her? She's got her own life, her own team, and is making real, tangible scientific progress. Here I come again, the very paragon of failure and false promises. But the reality is, I need Madison and whatever scientific team she may have assembled. I can't do this myself. Project Purity is bigger than me. It always was. And without Catherine, God, I can't let this die. Not again. Not like this. This is day 2 of my attempt to resurrect this project. I've got one of the portable fusion generators up and running, but it's just enough to power the emergency lighting and a couple of other systems. It will serve for now, but I'll need help powering up the mainframe. Time to visit Madison at Rivet City.
Like I told you, man, I don't fucking know where it came from, but it freaks the boys out. Some story from a while back about a stranger with no name. Just get rid of the damn thing. Ain't no good gonna come from keeping it around. Besides, if it is his, maybe he'll come back for it. Comprende?
As word of a new settlement got out, the city started growing, and fast. When raiders attacked, I'd kill the leader and recruit the rest. I had to. The city's disease meant we couldn't have children, so recruiting was the only way to
Found you!
And as we grew, the mills needed more workers. Yes, that meant recruiting workers by force. I'm not proud of it, but it's the only way to keep the city supplied and armed. But it was always a temporary solution, until our best scientists found a way to cure the city's epidemic. Sandra and I worked on it day and night. And after one particularly late night of work, we were blessed with a cure. It's the cure inside you, Marie. Even now, we're doing everything we can to figure out how to share your gift with the city. While keeping you safe, of course. So by the time you're old enough to hear this, you'll already be a hero. Congratulations, Marie. You've already saved us all. I knew you would. Marie, you know those fights in the Mills arena? Well, its first fight was when I woke up to someone pulling me out from a pile of rubble. At first, I thought it was my brothers pulling me to safety. Instead, it was a scavenger trying to steal my armor. She didn't get it. But I learned she had a whole family of scavengers. They'd make raids into the city for gear from the mill. And that gave me an idea. This was the only working steel mill we'd ever seen. In a world of leftovers, it was a chance to build again. And that was worth any price. The scavengers saw me as a god. So along with my Brotherhood know-how, it was easy to set up the basics. We started to build a city.
Hello.
Are you all right? Is it safe? I'm proud of you. Now let's get in there. Be careful.
Hello.
Marie, the first thing you need to know
Is everything
wasn't
all right?
always the Lord of the Pit. Long before I was a king, I was a scholar and a soldier. In fact, I was in the Brotherhood of Steel. You've probably heard about them, but you may not have heard what we did to the city.
Oh, great.
Scourge.
Listen, I know who you
When
are,
we came
okay?
here, the pit was just a breeding ground for trogs, cannibals, and worse. Commander had us torch the place and take what we could. The pit had useful technology. Suicide to stay here. So when an explosion left me buried in the mill, my brothers were sure I was dead. I don't blame them for leaving. I probably would have. We thought nothing could live in the pit. We were wrong. Test 1, 2. On. Marie.
What?
If you're there. This is your father speaking. Ishmael Asher.
Hey there.
Sometimes called
I hear we have you to
Lord of
thank
the
for...
Pit. Now I hope you're hearing this 10 years from
I'd steer
now.
clear of the water if I
Sitting
were
on my
you.
knees,
It's
safe
seeping in
and
from the
sound.
tidal. If that's not
Right
bad
about
enough,
now,
if there are any loose
I'm
wires as the
looking
power
pretty
comes back
steady.
on, you might
But
get a bit of a
things
jolt.
don't always work out the way we'd like. There are a lot of risks, including what your mother would do if she heard me talking like this. And I'm
Good
not
to see
about
you.
to risk leaving you alone without knowing where you came from. These tapes are for you, so you can know who your father really was.
Just wait until I tell Marsha and Karen about this. Imagine! I'm actually on a spaceship!
Just be careful what you touch in here, okay? The equipment's old enough as it...
Oh, they're pointing at... Oh,
Look,
talking
son.
to this?
Let's get to
What
the
is
control.
this?
Let's
Is
get to
this
the
a
control
space
room.
phone? Hey, Marsh,
We
this
can
is
talk
Janet.
more there.
You will never guess where I am. Never. Oh! I wish I could hear you, but I'll just tell you. I'm in space! I was driving along the highway when there was this light, and suddenly I'm on this real spaceship. No joke!
Is everything all right?
Now these little green men are making all these noises and pointing at stuff trying to talk to me. I bet I'm the first one they've met. So I figure I'll talk with them a while, then I'll join you later. And I can tell you all about it over lunch. Oh, I only had my camera. Well, they're pointing at some table with all sorts of gizmos sticking out of it. Gotta go. Kisses.
I'm Holly Beresford, a linguistic specialist for the USSA. I think I'm beginning to understand you, but you need to stop shocking me. Damn. I wish you could understand me. Do you understand? That's it. You get it. I mean you no harm. I just want to learn how to speak with you. Then perhaps we can discuss what you need from us. What are you doing with that needle? No, get it away from me. No, please. We can be friends. You don't need to. Ugh.
This is incredible. I'm Colonel Hardigan of the United States Air Force. I'm sorry. What? I don't understand. Oh, speaking to this? Yes. I was saying, I'm Colonel Hardigan, United States Air Force. Our nation has been conducting manned spaceflight tests. I'm sorry. You'll have to forgive me. Frankly, we never expected to meet you all. I'm sure there's a great deal that our two species can learn. Ow! Ow! What the hell? What is this? What are you doing? Yes, I understand. I've seen the others. I'll do what you want. This is Dr. Morrison Rand, Professor of Anthropological Archaeology at Banfield College, Humboldt, Oregon. Shortly after 10 p.m. on August 16th, 2041, as I was leaving the college campus, headed to my car, I saw a blinding light. It just appeared in the sky, directly over me. I was blinded. I also found my body completely immobilized. I couldn't move. Not at all. What happened next is hazy. I don't remember much. What became clear later, what is certainly clear now, is that I was abducted. I am now the captive of an alien race, one of many people held here against our will.
Hey.
And like
Here
those
we
others,
are.
I am recording
Revelation
who I am.
21.
Why?
Don't you see? No point in wasting.
The aliens want us to, for some reason. They have us do it right before they put us into some kind of suspended animation. These
careful.
recordings, it's almost as if we're creating our own library catalog entries before we get put into a giant collection. The entire experience would be fascinating if I weren't so completely terrified. What? Stop? You want me to stop now? All right, see? I'm stopping.
Here we are, where it all began. You remember your mother's favorite passage? Revelation 21:6. Don't you see? No point in wasting time. In the... So... Great work on the pumps. Hurry back, and I'll give you the fuses you'll need.